talk about those avoidant issues kicking in, you know? I came on here with the intention to talk about something. I let myself get distracted to talk about relationships, which I wasn't even going to talk about relationships. I literally came in here with the mentality of like, I'm not going to talk about relationships. And talked about relationships. And it didn't talk about a single thing that I was going to talk about. I started to, and I don't know if it was embarrassment, shame, guilt, or like what, but I got in my head and I felt silly and I wanted to change the topic right there and then. I wanted to stop, and I overthought it, and it was done. It was done for. And I went about my business today. I rethought about it. I thought about it again, you know. And I want to hold myself accountable for what I wanted to say originally. One of the main reasons that I do these videos, and one of the main purpose that they hold, is accountability. I've said it before that like it gives me a little pep in my step knowing that I need to come back here and show what I've done. And I was a little embarrassed knowing that I was gonna put out me kind of like getting scared and shying away and literally tracking out of like everything, that the reason I came on here in the first place. So I'm back and I got a whole beat, girl. I got a beat on. I went and I had coffee with a friend, and I like to make, or I've tried recently to make an effort to at least get ready once a week. It makes me feel good about myself, and she looks beautiful. Coincidentally, what I came on here to talk about was my avoidant tendencies and how they have affected my life, my perspective, my honestly everyday experience. I don't think that I have ever not been avoidant. I can't say that, you know, how I was as a child, and I can't go say as far back as I remember I was avoidant. But I remember being a child and constantly finding escape in things, whether it be reading or the television or daydreaming or whatever, or my own thoughts. Do not get me started. And that, you know, I've always myself personally, but from my own thoughts and beliefs, have wondered if it's the anxiety, if it's the bipolar, you know, if it's the vanity, as to why I'm always so in my head. But I love thinking. I love thinking things out. I love thinking things through. I love thinking about every possibility of every possible thing at any possible time ever. And eventually I learned that living in my head and living not in reality wasn't where you were supposed to be. And I clocked in. You know, I figured out how you were supposed to clock in, and I tried my best. I tried my best. Oh, I tried my best to be as present. I'm so sorry about these distractions. I chose to do this at this bad time. I tried to be as present as I could be when I could be it. This has been my biggest struggle my entire life. I don't know how people do it. I don't know how you are just present all the time, clocked in, doing life. You want to do it. That to me sounds hard. And it was hard before the breakdown, just regularly. It's something that was difficult in relationships. It's something that was difficult in everything. If I was not constantly distracted when I was by myself, I'd have to be distracted by doing something. If I was not constantly doing something, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. When I had this breakdown, the avoidance took on a new form. I started checking out during the day, and I checked out the breakdown from my memory. And I check out a lot. I used to, not as much as I used to. When I started making these videos and I'd come out of my relationship, one of the last conversation I'd had with my previous partner was a conversation where I professed my acknowledgement for my inability to be present. This was a prevalent. Ooh, where did she pull that one out of? This was a very prominent issue in our relationship. This was a very prominent issue in my life. Coming out of this breakdown, I could not figure out how to clock in for more than maybe a day at a time, a couple hours at a time. I either needed to be constantly distracted by my phone, taking a nap, or I just zone out. And being actively cognitive, like you have to try. I don't know if you've ever experienced that, but it's hard. And where I was when I started filming these, I wasn't clocking in very often. But where I am filming these now, I clock in every day. At least almost every day. And where I'm at today, over these last 3 weeks, for the past 2 weeks, I've clocked in every day. Minus like one. I clocked in today. I want my project to highlight the importance of effort and what it takes in your part to make it work. Because, listen, I am taking the meds. I'm going to therapy. I've got the routine down, you know. I've been the exercise. And for the year that I've been trying, you know, or for part of the year that I've been trying, my biggest frustration, and I feel like it's highlighted most of my videos, has always been that it's not enough, it's not enough, it's not enough. But it has been enough. And my avoidant issues kick in every aspect of my life. And I think I'm avoidant of my own happiness. Because I'm not depressed right now. Not like I was when I started this. I get out of bed. I go to work and I stay out of bed. I go to work out and I feel fulfilled at the end of the day. I'm not gonna say I'm happy. I'm not there yet. But I'm out of the hole. At least for now. It's a come and go situation. And I want to see what happens if I keep going and I keep trying and I finish this darn list. I don't want to just talk to talk. I feel like I do that sometimes. As somebody who's avoidant, my biggest anxieties are facing a lot of things, you know, head on. And I'm doing a lot of that with this list. And I'm doing a lot of that with these videos. This is all a healing process. And, you know, we're here for it, girl. Period. I didn't want to go to bed embarrassed that I, like, got too scared to tell you guys that I'm just avoidant and it affects my life and I'm scared and that it makes me scared to live life. Boo-hoo. Get over it. Rub some dirt in it. You're fine. I literally figured out how I was going to do the list. And what I'm thinking about is how I'm, like, sad. Why? You know? Ooh. Maybe. I don't think I'm going to finish the list. And I don't know. Girl, I'm going to finish the list. I'm trying to psychoanalyze myself. If you figure it out, you tell me. And then we can talk about it together over coffee. I guess that's all I have to say. You got to see me in makeup. This isn't the best makeup I've done, but it's a look.